Hello everyone. This is Nammernan, and today I will be showing my ice team that I use for the Monotype hard mode challenge. So, here we go. The goal I went for this time around was to make a team without any of the S ranks. And for ice, that would be Kyurem and Ninetales. Now, originally I was going to try and use Rhythm Frost, but during testing I was unable to get that to happen, so I decided to go for cutting out the S ranks instead, since we do have sort of a Ninetales Alola replacement, but it's not a great replacement, obviously, because Abomasnow is just not that great. But it's still an Aurora Veil setter, and it has Icy Rock, so it can kind of still do the job. The main thing I wanted to do was basically make it so that Titan could do its thing and just absolutely sweep teams. But it's going to be hard to do that when you don't have a Aurora Veil support. So those two were immediately going to be on the core. I'll go into details with their set, but yeah, this is just a very normal Aurora Veil set. Blizzard, Giga Drain, have Earth Power to hit Steel types. Spread is also standard, so nothing special here. So Titan, Citrus Berry, we decided to do plus speed because we wanted to outspeed a few of the faster threats in the metagame. We also have 4 in HP for Stealth Rock. I decided to go for a lead Mamoswine set instead of doing lead Frostlass, so you might be confused about my Frostlass set in a bit, but essentially I decided to do lead Mamoswine because I found that this just matches up very well into a lot of the metagame, especially a lot of things that come into leads, especially stuff like Goldango, because if you get Goldango on the Switch, you can actually... no. So, yes, if you catch Goldango on the Switch and it's not Balloon, it matches up very well into that. Obviously, if it has Balloon, it's not that great, but yeah, that's all I want to say about Mamoswine. It matches up very well into most of the flying types as well that try to defog. A lot of the rapid spinners, it matches up pretty well into. I tried experimenting with Rocky Helmet to see if it could win duels against Fortress, but that just didn't really feel good, so I decided to leave Leftovers. And Thick Fat is the ability. I thought about doing Oblivious, but Thick Fat is just generally more useful, and this will help me make it act as a pivot, especially when snow is up. But yeah, that's it for that. Weavile is very standard, Sword Stance, Wall Breaker. Nothing too special about this set. Now, this Frostlass set seems a bit unusual. That's because it is very unusual, and I'm not exactly really happy with how I had this set turn out. The original goal was to essentially make it a special attacker, since I didn't want to use Spikes, because I feel like Spikes is just it just doesn't flow well with Mamoswine, having these two leads. Or not two leads, but having these two as hazard setters, it just didn't feel very good during testing. Because I'd have one hazard setter that I'd want to lead with, but then I'd have to put on another set of hazards with Mamoswine sometimes. And it just felt unintuitive, so I ended up just deciding to go for a special attacking set on Frostlass, but lo and behold, I found out that Frostlass actually doesn't have any really good boosting moves. It doesn't have Nasty Plot, doesn't even have Calm Mind. It just doesn't have anything that great to boost with, so it's basically forced into using utility. And that was not a good thing to find out. So what I ended up doing was just making it essentially just a really not great special attacker, and I used Avalanche to try and cheese people with a Destiny Bond, because if you use Avalanche on the same turn as another Mon, it keeps the Destiny Bond active before it disables it. So, for example, if a Mon is slower than you, and you click Destiny Bond preemptively, what they'll do is that they'll expect you to move first on the second turn, so Destiny Bond will wear off. But what you can do instead is use Avalanche. They'll hit you with their normal speed move, and then they'll end up dying because Avalanche has negative priority. So that was the goal with this set. It's literally just a cheese set. I don't think this set is very good at all, and I wouldn't use it outside of this challenge, but this is literally just a cheese set to try and maybe cheese a kill on a tank. And then this Avalok set is very standard Rapid Spin Iron Defense. So let's just move on to the replay. So I got one replay total because using ice is just miserable in this metagame, but I was able to get one, and it was a pretty decent game as well, so let's just go over it. So I lead with Frostlass. This Frostlass does not have spikes, so I am doing exactly what I said I would do. Lead with Destiny Bond, no spikes. So I do the Ice Beam, instantly kill Meowscarada. Fortunately, he does kill me with Dark Pulse here, and I didn't really want to switch out into anything because I thought it may not have been choiced and it would have been a Nasty Plot instead, so I didn't want to give it a free Nasty Plot. I set up a Aurora Veil with the Bomb Snow. He gets the Titan in. I was praying that this thing didn't have Whirlwind, but it did unfortunately have it. I got very greedy there. I should have known that it would have had it, but I just wanted to think it didn't. Unfortunate crit for him, but he would still get only one layer of spikes off, I believe, in exchange. So he knocks off my Icy Rock. I put up Aurora Veil again, because this is Icy Rock, it's not a Light Clay. You get the Drain Punch from the Muck. I believe I set Stealth Rock here, yeah. And then I use Smackdown on the Moltres. He uses Tailwind, surprisingly, instead of Agility, which I was not expecting. So, of course, I tried to cheese kill him with Ice Shard. It doesn't work out very well. So, he dies, and then Hoopa comes in. I decided to put in the Bombstow, knowing that this is the last time he's going to be in. And to scout what set this might be, it looks like it's a Choice Scarf set, so I put in Avalok to counter it. Tingaloo dies, as expected. I tried to Rapid Spin the Rocks away, but that doesn't happen. Darkrai comes in. I decide to sack Avalok. And, well, I didn't really sack it, but I decided to basically sack it by getting rid of Darkrai, because I realized that Darkrai was actually a way bigger threat. If I had used Rapid Spin there, it actually would have been a bad play, because he could have swept my entire team. Because I'm still not sure what set it is. I have no idea if it's choiced or not. Even after the game, I'm not sure what it is. But yeah, after that, we just clean up with the Titan, thankfully. The Hoopa set was a Choice Scarf physical set, so we were able to revenge kill it pretty easily with Snow. And thankfully, because of Snow's defense boost, we were able to check the Hoopa and end up winning the game as a result. So yeah, that was actually a not bad game for Ice. Now, this game would have been tremendously easier if I didn't have a Bomb of Snow. And also having well actually no, Frostlass did very good, because as I said, it's a cheese set. So we ended up cheesing his Meowscarada out of the game, which is very good for us. But yeah. Completing this challenge felt very unsatisfying, I will say, because I don't really feel like I made a really good team, and I don't really feel like I really enjoyed doing that, but hopefully the next type will be a lot better, so bear with me as I spin the wheel of names to see what type we'll be doing next. Alright, let's get rid of Ice, and spin. And it's dark. Alright, I will see you guys in the next one.